Imagine cultivating power, not through serene meditation and spiritual enlightenment, but through pure, unadulterated rage. In a world where the Tao has been corrupted by an alien apocalypse, traditional cultivation is dead, and the only path to immortality is paved with blood, fury, and the systematic dismantling of your enemies. Welcome to Path of the Berserker 5, the fifth explosive installment in Rick Scott's groundbreaking Daopocalypse progression fantasy series. If you love unique magic systems, anti-hero protagonists who embrace the monster within, and the sheer, visceral dopamine hit of watching a cultivator turn apocalyptic horror into fuel for transcendence, this audiobook will completely consume you. It is a masterclass in dark progression fantasy, blending the philosophical depth of Xianxia with the brutal, high-octane energy of a berserker's rampage. The narrative kicks off with our protagonist having survived the initial waves of the Daopocalypse, only to realize that the corruption is spreading deeper into the fabric of reality itself. The atmosphere is a brilliant mix of mystical, ancient grandeur and the gritty, blood-soaked horror of a world where demons wear the faces of fallen cultivators. Scott excels at making the berserker's path feel incredibly grounded and terrifyingly rewarding, turning every surge of rage, every shattered limit, and every demonic absorption into a massive, hard-earned victory against an unstoppable tide of cosmic decay. At the core of the book's addictive appeal is its brilliantly logical, deeply crunchy progression system and the spectacular rage cultivation trope. This isn't just about swinging a weapon. It's about channeling trauma into power, optimizing your fury for maximum destructive output, and using the enemy's own corruption against them. Watching the protagonist min-max their berserker traits, reverse-engineer demonic techniques, and completely shock arrogant traditional cultivators with their sudden, reality-shattering mastery of forbidden arts is incredibly satisfying. The audiobook narration brings the visceral impact of the combat and the satisfying, chiming ding of a breakthrough to life, making every milestone feel like a hard-earned victory over both external enemies and internal demons. But beyond the stats and the slaughter, the soul of Path of the Berserker lies in its characters and the heavy burden of walking a path that demands you lose yourself to save the world. The protagonist isn't just a mindless killing machine. They are a deeply human individual struggling to retain their identity while embracing a power that wants to consume them. He quickly forms bonds with a beautifully dysfunctional found family of fellow outcasts and reformed monsters who help him navigate the treacherous waters of a broken cultivation world. The banter is razor-sharp, providing much-needed levity as his allies watch him casually absorb a demon lord's essence mid-conversation. Their unbreakable trust in him provides the emotional grounding needed when the world starts throwing literal apocalyptic threats their way. As the plot accelerates towards its climax, the pacing becomes utterly breathless. A massive, coordinated assault by a coalition of corrupted sects and alien entities forces the protagonist to push their berserker abilities to their absolute limits. The finale is a spectacular display of tactical brilliance, overwhelming destructive power fire, and raw, unbridled courage. The protagonist doesn't just survive the assault, he completely shatters the local power scaling, using a ridiculous, highly technical combination of rage-fueled cultivation and demonic synergy to turn the enemy's ultimate attack into a catalyst for his own ascension. The payoff is spectacular, delivering a massive, dopamine-fueled victory that proves the most dangerous cultivator isn't the one with the purest Tao. It's the one who has mastered the art of becoming the apocalypse. Path of the Berserker 5 is a triumph of the progression fantasy and dark Xianxia genres. It is smart, action-packed, and unapologetically intense. Rick Scott has created a milestone book that perfectly captures the thrill of breaking the apocalypse by becoming something greater than human. Plug in your headphones, embrace the rage, and join the Berserker. The Tao is broken, but his path is just beginning.